Black History Month is a time to celebrate the achievements of African Americans, achievements often accomplished despite the greatest of odds.
But it's also a time to reflect and reckon with our country's ugly past, a past that is very much present in the mind of a Denver woman trying to make up for her family's history. Denver 7's Micah Smith reports.
As Lottie Dula grabs her great-great-grandfather's leather-bound notebook, she is slow to turn the pages.
This was the first thing I found when I was going through my family's records.
Even in 1865, he took meticulous notes, inventory of all that he owned, land, equipment,
A list of the slaves
and people.
here and their valuation.
Lizzie, 15 years old, no last name, but her price, $1,200. The names go on, and guilt takes over Lottie's face as she describes to restorative justice advocate Harold Fields and me, two descendants of slaves, how her wealthy family tree grew from the seeds of slavery.
My family enslaved hundreds of people. So far I've found over 400 slaves, and I'm thinking it'll be in the thousands when I complete my research. I have tremendous shame looking at this page.
Lottie says her shame deepened as she found out her beloved grandmother's ring represented her KKK membership.
I actually wore this ring for a month until I thought, well, I better look and see what the signet is. This table...
Lottie displays her family relics for us.
These are my ancestors.
Both of us feeling sad as we see right in front of our eyes physical evidence of America's oppressive past.
Just like wealth can be inherited, poverty can be inherited and passed on if you don't have the ability to help the next generation. So there's tough work of trying to, there's sort of this gap.
Hoping to bridge that gap, Lottie found Harold and others working toward racial reconciliation through an organization called Coming to the Table.
The goal is that descendants of enslavers or slave traders, white people typically, join with descendants of the enslaved to work to heal the racial divide.
Lottie didn't put away the book that launched her truth-seeking journey. Instead, she's sharing it with Black and white people looking for their own truth.
You know, for many of us, our history has just been cut off. The records are not there.
If you have documents like I do, it's necessary to repatriate them so other people can find their second, third, fourth great-grandparents through slavery.
Like her family's plantation home in Virginia, Lottie's family wealth still survives.
What my family owes African Americans, there is no way to quantify that. The only thing I can do is I'm dedicating my life to do what I can to try to repair this damage, make reparations.
Now, Lottie is using her shame spread across the slave ledger's pages to write a new accounting book. Her first entry, payments to descendants of her ancestor slaves and others harmed by the horrific institution, in hopes of righting a wrong line by line. In Denver, Micah Smith, Denver 7.